Hello everybody, I am Jay Shady, and you are listening to The Voice of Reason. Wow, some pretty fucking good moments on Raw tonight, I gotta say. Not a perfect show, not a flawless show, but we got some really good fucking story development, paving the way for the immediate future. And that's what you want to see from a show, you know? You want to see each show continue the storylines, further new storylines, new rivalries, and, work its way up to the future. Plot development, that's what you want, and we got that tonight. That's what they were failing at doing a couple months ago. You were getting these Raws where absolutely fucking nothing was happening, but here, shit happened. Some shit was good, some shit was bad, some shit was pointless, but the stuff that was good was pretty damn fucking good. So, let me go right into this Raw review. The show kicks off with Alberto Del Rio coming out, and he cuts a heel promo, so it's obvious that the double turn last night was legit. I thought this was Alberto Del Rio's probably his best promo that I could think of. I can't think of a better Alberto Del Rio promo, because he's just comes out like talking the truth. Remind me of in the Attitude Era when they just came out and spit the fucking truth. He's talking about how he tried to cater to the fans, yet everybody was booing him. He tried to be the babyface. He's saying that he tried to face a guy who was against immigrants, against the Mexican people, yet everybody was chanting USA. And he calls everybody in America just a bunch of pigs and all that. I thought it was a great promo, great heel promo. It definitely solidified that he is now a heel. And, he was basically saying facts. Everybody was booing Alberto Del Rio. Everybody was against him, even though he was a face and trying to pander to us. So he says, fuck you to all of us. I thought it was great. Then CM Punk comes out because Alberto Del Rio says that he is the best. CM Punk comes out. Paul Heyman is with him. CM Punk says he came out because Alberto Del Rio says he was the best, and he says if he thinks he's the best, maybe they should have a match tonight. That's when Paul Heyman grabs the mic and says, my clients do not fight on free TV. CM Punk is banged up and injured. He can't just fight tonight. And CM Punk's like, Paul, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he takes the mic from Paul Heyman and he tells him, basically, I'm not your client. I'll fight whenever I want to fight. So we continue the CM Punk and Paul Heyman animosity, a little stuff going on between the two to split them up, obviously, and to keep on with CM Punk having a full face turn. CM Punk cut a great promo. It wasn't like his stuff when he was pandering to the crowd when he was a babyface. It was just like a legit, real reality face promo, just a reality, face. Not every fucking face has to pander to the crowd and say, hell, I love to be in Kansas today. Yeah, you guys are great. I don't know why WWE has this mentality that, everybody just has to come out and say, wow, I love each and every one of you. I am such a good guy. I'm going to give you a good show. Why can't there just be a good guy, a good guy or a hero that just, does his own fucking thing, that acts like a fucking real person, So I thought this was a good face CM Punk that we're getting. Hopefully he stays like this, not just a panderer, he's kind of like a tweener, something like that. So I thought that was good. Then Vicky Guerrero comes out and she says that she'll make the match between Alberto Del Rio and CM Punk for the main event tonight. So I thought this was a great, fucking fantastic opener. Great promos from both guys. It develops the storyline between Paul Heyman and CM Punk starting to part ways, starting to go on opposite ends with each other, and leading to their breakup. All right, next we get it's supposed to be Wade Barrett versus Curtis Axel. Then Vicky Guerrero comes out and says that it's not gonna be against Curtis Axel. She's got a big surprise tonight, and I'm sure the YWC goes crazy over Christian returning. Everybody's been waiting for Christian to return for 5 months now. It's good to see him back. It's good to have more depth to your roster. A veteran who could help out the new talent. He's like, that classic intercontinental type champion. You know, he could work that scene really well while also, you know, dancing around in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Good to have Christian back. You know, a good return match. It was a quick match, but it was good for what it was against Wade Barrett. Christian wins with the unprettier. So that was a nice moment. So Raw is off to a good fucking start tonight. Then you get Sheamus versus Team Rhodes Scholars. It's a 2-on-1 handicap match. This was just fucking boring, pretty much, you know. I can't fucking stand Sheamus. I mean, I don't know if him or John Cena pisses me off more. I really don't know at this point. You know, he's getting the same fucking John Cena treatment as John Cena does. So he's not any fucking better. And it's just a shame. Fucking JBL during this match on commentary. JBL says some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Everybody wants to talk about Michael Cole, but JBL is a fucking propaganda maniac. He says Sheamus is turning out to be one of the all-time greats. Give me a fucking break with that shit. Yeah, because when I think of all-time greats, I think of Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Bret Hart, Macho Man, and Sheamus. Yeah, which one doesn't fucking fit in that fucking list of names? You know, fuck that all-time greats. You know, what the fuck has this man done? Seriously, which one great fucking moment that Sheamus has had? All he's done is fucking smile, his eyes fucking bulge. Fella! That's a fucking all-time great. Fuck you with that shit. Team Rhodes Scholars gets the win with some sneaky type of roll-up pin. Damien Sandow leaves the ring, and then after the match, because Sheamus is a big sore loser, he doesn't know what loss feels like. He just flips out and bro kicks Cody Rhodes, you know? This is just the most retarded character, Sheamus, because the man, when you look at it, he's a bully, you know? They talk about anti-bullying. Your face is a bully. I mean, the man picks on, you know, lower mid-card talent because he knows they have no chance against him. You know, a couple weeks ago, Damien Sandow was on commentary, and Sheamus just goes over there and beats the shit out of him. Now, after the match, you know, Cody Rhodes isn't expecting it. The match is over. Sheamus bro kicks him, and Sheamus is all smiling and shit. That is the marks, the summary of a bully, the characteristics of a bully. So shouldn't this guy be a fucking heel? Shouldn't you want to see somebody finally put this bully in its place? But in the fucked up WWE world, the bully is the babyface. Go fucking figure. Alright, then you get Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. Before this match, you get a great fucking announcement from Daniel Bryan that he is going to be pursuing the WWE Championship, that his next quest is to become WWE Champion. Great fucking news. Cannot wait for that to happen. It needs to happen soon. I really want to see Daniel Bryan in the WWE Championship picture. So we get Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. And it's a no disqualification match as voted on the WWE app. Now, this match was okay. Like, it was good. But this was supposed to be a fucking no disqualification match. Now, they must have forgot what a no disqualification match means. That means you start using some fucking weapons, bring out some tables, some fucking chairs, fight all over the place. Because this was just a straight up fucking wrestling match. You got what? 2 hits with a kendo stick? Boom, boom. There's it. You know, that's the deepest that your no disqualification match goes, you know? There was nothing that resembled a no disqualification match. And this match just pissed me off. You know, Dan Bryan does the little dive outside of the ring, hits his head. It didn't even look like he hit his head. But they do this shit that they did with Dolph Ziggler last night where he's stumbling. And the doctors come out to check on him, and eventually the doctors stop the match. You know, there was matches with Mick Foley and The Rock, and I Quit match. The Rock hits Mick Foley over the head like 20 fucking times with a chair. Nobody was stopping the match. You had to wait till Mick Foley said I quit. But now officials could just stop a no disqualification match, you know? This is ridiculous. I mean, with this initiative, I don't understand this initiative. It's like this. They're trying to do this whole "don't try this at home" campaign. They used to just air the commercials that say "don't try this at home," but now they're putting it into their matches. They're stopping matches. It's like this lesson that they're trying to tell you. See, if you go too far, you know somebody's gonna get hurt, and you'll have to stop the match. So they just stop the match. The same shit that they did with Dolph Ziggler. Now every time we have a match, we have to worry that we're gonna see a fucking douchebag doctor outside the ring checking on the guy. You know, I mean, where did this come from? Why all of a sudden are they doing this fucking storyline, this everybody having concussions, constantly having to stop matches, storylines. You know, now I gotta be worried whenever I watch a match that they're just gonna cut it in the middle of the match and fucking end it to a no contest. You know, I don't understand where this shit is coming from. This is getting really retarded. So it ends with a no contest because the doctors have to stop the match. They have to stop a no disqualification match. Whenever the fuck has that happened? Then you get AJ Lee coming out. She's cutting a promo, talking about how she fucking beat the big bad Butch Caitlyn and all that shit. Fucking disgraced her and all that. How she's a perfect example of what it's like to be a woman. And then Stephanie, she's like, if any woman wants to step up to me, I dare you to come out. And Stephanie McMahon bitch comes out. And you know, fucking fuck Stephanie McMahon. Fuck this bitch. She's been on TV for 3 weeks. I can't even stand her, you know. She's like fucking 5 feet taller than AJ Lee, so she looks like some fucking gigantor man bitch in the middle of the ring with the suit. You know, her posture's just fucking awkward. And she's just like bullying AJ Lee. Just take it from her father, you know. Just like the fucking father, like daughter. Just bullying the fuck out of AJ Lee, saying, if you still want your job, if you still want to work here, you'll do what I say, you know? Fuck these McMahons that just, with their fucking anti-bullying campaigns, their Be a Star shit, the McMahons are the biggest fucking bullies that there are in the history of the fucking wrestling business. Fuck these people, seriously. And then Caitlyn comes out and a bunch of divas, and then Stephanie McMahon says, I'll give you a free pass, but if you ever cut me off again, I'll fire you. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Seriously, I can't stand her already. You know, God bless Shane McMahon wherever he is, because that's a fucking legit dude. You know, he fucking, you know, he ditched this shit because he saw how fucking stupid this was. Fucking Stephanie McMahon, fucking big, tall, gigantor man bitch bullying everybody. Fuck that shit. Then Caitlyn just beats the fuck out of AJ Lee. I think we got a nipple slip somewhere in this because they blacked it out. Then you get Dean Ambrose versus Kane. You know, because the first 2 matches of the last week between them were so good, we needed to get a third time in 1 week. Thankfully, this wasn't an actual match. 1 minute in, the Shield comes and beats the fuck out of Kane, and they leave the ring, whatever. Then you get Antonio Cesaro. Zeb Coulter comes out, and he says that he's recruited a new person to his whole We the People campaign, and it's Antonio Cesaro. And I couldn't even take it seriously, because the whole time, Michael Cole was just burying it and laughing throughout the whole fucking match that Antonio Cesaro had. Way to fucking, you know, build up a new storyline by just laughing and dismissing it, you fucking douchebag. Antonio Cesaro fights William Regal. You know, I don't think we were in England, so why was there a William Regal sighting tonight? I don't know, but there was one. We get fat-ass William Regal in a match. Antonio Cesaro squashes him. You know, what could you do? Then you get John Cena coming out. And John Cena cuts the same fucking promo that he's cut for the past 10 years. He comes out and he says, this is the lamest line I've ever heard. He says, everybody's got their favorite superstar, but my favorite superstar is you. The WWE Universe. Oh, let's all buy into this shit. Yay! John Cena mentioned those were his favorite superstars. You know how fucking lame is this man? I've never seen somebody have to pander like this in order to get over. You know, can this man cut a different promo than he's cut for the past 10 years? This is just horrible. He's like, everybody knows I've been down and out, but the C Nation has always been behind me, and I want to talk to each and every one of you. Thank you. You know, oh my God, I hate. Why? It's 2013, and we're getting the same fucking shtick, the same routine. You know, I just cannot stand this man. And everybody's booing him, and he has that smug fucking smile on his face because he knows you could boo him all the fuck you want. That's not going to change shit. He's always going to be the top guy, the poster boy, the fucking WWE champion. He's always going to have that spot reserved to him. What a fucking douchebag, egomaniacal fucking dick this man is. I hate him. Alright, and then he's talking and talking, And then Mark Henry comes out in a fucking nasty pink suit, and it's time for his retirement. Now, I was gonna rip the fucking shit out of this retirement segment with Mark Henry, because John Cena's in the ring and Mark Henry's just praising the fuck out of John Cena. I'm saying, oh my god, Mark Henry's leaving, so they have to have him put over John Cena. Everything always has to revolve around John motherfucking Cena. And Mark Henry says that Cena is on track to becoming the greatest WWE champion of all time. And I was going crazy. Thankfully, Mark Henry punked every last fucking one of us. This was awesome. Mark Henry's crying and shit. He's saying, I'm retiring. I'm going to come home to my kids now. And he goes to hug Cena. And then, BAM! World's Strongest Slam on John Cena. And he says, I still got more miles left in me, motherfucker. And then he takes the title and fucking throws it on John Cena. Awesome fucking segment. It had me fooled. I'm sure it had everybody fooled. Everybody thought he was retiring, putting over John Cena. We were getting pissed, and then he fucking beats the shit out of John Cena. Fucking great segment. Just a fucking shock, a surprise, awesomeness. Alright. And they announced that it'll be Mark Henry versus John Cena for Money in the Bank. Not going to be a good match, but that segment was great. Then you get Chris Jericho versus Heath Slater. Chris Jericho is good enough to face CM Punk yesterday, but now he's facing Heath Slater the next night, Oh my god, Chris Jericho. Whew. This was a squash match, obviously. Chris Jericho gets the victory. Just bullshit. Nobody needed this in their life. Then you get Sin Cara versus Curtis Axel. This is just, this was not really any great match. It was just there. Pretty boring. Curtis Axel gets the win with some DDT. Everybody's trying to do DDTs for finishing moves lately. I don't know why. Everybody's paying homage to Jake the Snake Roberts all out of a sudden, out of nowhere. Whatever. Curtis Axel gets the win. Not that great of a match. Then you get McMahon bullshit. Backstage, Vicky Guerrero's there, and you get Mr. McMahon telling Vicky to just listen to him. Then Stephanie McMahon comes and says, don't listen to my father. Just listen to me and you'll do fine. Then Triple H comes and says, don't listen to any of them, and just listen to me and you'll do fine. Where are we going with this shit? Seriously, it's just fucking retarded. Just an excuse for these fucking McMahons to just get their faces on TV. I mean, I've never been so sick of this family. Seriously. Remember when this family actually fucking gave a shit to give good fucking TV, good storylines? This is just fucking retarded. This fucking, this fucking power struggle is just, I don't give a shit. Nobody does. Oh my god. Then you get the CM Punk match. Now, earlier in the night, CM Punk is talking to Paul Heyman, and he says, let me remind you, I'm not your client, so I don't want you coming out during my matches and all that. He says, don't come out during my match, come out during your other clients' matches, I'm not your client. And then, before the match, Paul Heyman says, I understand what you're doing, just know that I love you, don't worry, I understand. Then we get the match, Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk. This was it wasn't that good of a match. It was, passable. It was decent. But this was more about what happened after the match. So, like I said, it was an okay match. Punk hits the GTS. Alberto Del Rio rolls out of the ring and leaves for the countout. And then out of nowhere, while he's leaving up the ramp, Dolph Ziggler comes like a maniac and beats the fucking shit out of Alberto Del Rio. The crowd is going crazy. So, Dolph Ziggler's obviously going to be a face, they're working towards it. And it just reminded me of the Attitude Era, when people would just be like fucking, look like they're hooked up on cocaine, come swinging like a motherfucker. That's what Dolph Ziggler did, just fucking went crazy on Alberto Del Rio. I loved it. A lot of energy. Great way. And, that would have been a great ending to Raw. But holy shit, we get something else. So CM Punk is in the ring, and then you hear, Brock fucking Lesnar, Bork Laser, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Brock Lesnar comes out. Did not expect it. Wasn't expecting it at all. And then Brock Lesnar comes up to the ring, and he takes the mic, he goes up to CM Punk, he's about to say something, and then just drags CM Punk in and does one of the most vicious F5s I've ever seen. He fucking spun CM Punk like fucking 10 times during that F5. It was like a legit tornado F5, and Raw ends. Holy fucking shit. You know, I just wish, you know, WWE didn't always jump the gun with storylines. I wish they actually developed things and invested time before they give us payoffs, you know. I would have liked to see more of CM Punk and Paul Heyman having arguments, you know, having little things, you know, stirring up their relationship, parting ways more and more, and then, you know, CM Punk gets like a title match, you know, at maybe Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, and that's when Paul Heyman screws CM Punk by having Brock Lesnar interfere. But WWE always feels like they need to rush shit. And I don't know why, because it ruins it. Because rather than having a storyline that you can have span out for months, you just condense it to happen really fast. That being said, a really good ending to the show tonight. And like I said, WWE furthering storylines, giving us new things, actually developing shit. Which, you know, a couple months ago they were just giving us these Raws where nothing was happening. So, you know, still there's a lot of bullshit on this show though, so I can't say this was like a really good show or anything, but the moments that needed to be good were good. You know, if this was a 2-hour show, I would say this was a really good to great show. But the fact that it's 3 hours, you know, it's just you get so much filler, so much shit before you get to the good stuff. But still, you know, I was pleased for, you know, because we got some pretty good and epic stuff. So yeah, WWE continues their momentum of, you know, what I thought was a pretty, a nice, solid B show pay-per-view, and we got some pretty big stuff happening on Raw tonight. All right, looking forward to next week with Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, and all that shit. All right, hope you enjoyed the review. As always, I am Jay Shady, the voice of reason. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.